I'm guessing that MAGA is deep frying your brain, that you find it very difficult to figure out what to do about this and maybe even feel powerless about it. Or if you're just someone who's dealing with someone who feels impossible to deal with, I don't bet you understand what you're dealing with. And I think it's really intuitive and even familiar that it won't take much for you to figure it out. It's a matter of recognizing the circularity of it. And that's what I don't see people recognizing about the system they've got going, the habit, the herobotic habit they've got going. That is a robotic habit for playing hero no matter what. So for that, I've got a little animation. It's too cute. It's dorky. It even stereotypes a hard hat as a MAGA Southerner. But it illustrates something I want to make clear if I can, because I think you'll find in it an explanation for what you're up against, what you're really dealing with. I'm basically talking about narcissists, gaslighters, absolutists, ideologues, assholes. So it's a simple formula, and yet it's circular, and that's what drives us crazy and dizzy, is that we keep on going around in circles with them. So watch this little animation, and then after that, I'm going to do a little explanation what's going on from what I can tell. Trump cut drug prices by 1,600%. That's impossible. No, it isn't. You have Trump derangement syndrome. MAGA is a cult. You're all idiots. Shame on you. Show some respect. Okay, I'll explain how percentages work. Huh. Made you look. You're the idiot. See? Trump derangement syndrome. That's what I'm talking about. You're so easily upset. There's no use talking to these dipshits. I'm just proud I'm not MAGA. Run away, little boy. Crime and deceit is the worst in the world. That's impossible. No, it isn't. You have Trump derangement syndrome. MAGA is a cult. You're all idiots. Shame on you. Show some respect. Okay, let me show you some statistics. I made you look. You're the idiot. See? Trump derangement syndrome. That's what I'm talking about. You're so easily upset. Oh, I get it. You're an exhibitionist. You're crazy. No, I get it now. You sidle up like you want conversation. When you've got someone's attention, you open your trench coat and show off your little toggle switch. No matter how people respond, you've got a way to claim that they're an idiot and you're the hero. I didn't say that. No, but you wish you were, so you just toggle. If they walk away, they're wimps. If they give you a hard time, you act like they're mean. And if they're nice enough to explain things to you, you claim you calm them. It's so simple. And you're so horny for attention, you'll do anything. I told you, Trump derangement syndrome. All right. So I talk about a toggle switch. And it's a three-way toggle switch. You can toggle between three positions on it. And if you find this toggle switch, if you start to use this toggle switch, you can't fail. No matter what, you get to claim victory. Whether you're victorious or not doesn't matter. You get to feel like you can't fail. That's the advantage of this strategy. And it deals with the three basic moves we can make when we're in conflict with someone. So when we're in conflict with someone, we can either accommodate them, that is just give in. We can assert, we can push them, or we can leave. Those are the three moves. They show up over and over. That's the three basic moves. Lots of variety, lots of combinations of those moves. But what we've got to work with is accommodate, assert, leave. Those are the moves. And the trick for a Trumpist or an absolutist or someone who wants to engage in this kind of herobotic self-satisfaction is to make it so you lose no matter which one you do. So if you accommodate them, you're a wimp, they conned you, they tricked you. We saw that in the animation. If you assert, you're mean, shame on you. They can pull out some moralizing argument why you should be nicer to them. And if you leave, that means you're a wimp who couldn't handle their genius. So you got those three moves, and you don't have to care about anything more than that. You can assert anything, and you will feel like you can't fail. It's why shy people can become exhibitionists. That it takes a certain boldness to show off your stupidity or your absurdity, to claim that you believe that the earth is flat or whatever. That stuff doesn't matter as long as they can get your attention with it. Then they can play you so they win no matter what. So they can't fail. So they feel like they can't fail. So in the animation, what do we see? We see a guy who makes a flat earth-like statement, reducing drug prices 1,600%, okay? And then he gets some pushback from someone who says, well, you're a cultist. You guys are idiots. And the Trumpist says, well, be nice, be reasonable. And so at that point, the detractor, the guy who knows that's an absurd percentage, tries to explain it. And then the Trumpist moves to, aha, I tricked you, I conned you. And then when the guy walks away, the Trumpist can say, you couldn't handle my depth. Very standard, very generic, doesn't have anything to do with lifestyle brand. You could do this for Christianity, for atheism, for wokeness. You could do it for anything. So you could do it for no cause other than because you said so. It's fun. It's childish too. It's what kids like to do. They like to taunt you and feel heroic no matter what. They like to get your attention. They like to basically drag you around by the nose into whatever crap they want to assert. And so if you're dealing with someone who you find incredibly frustrating and you think you shouldn't talk to them at all, but of course if you don't talk to them, then they win, consider the possibility that these are people who perhaps were at one time shy, but once they found this can't fail formula, the toggle switch, where if you assert, you're mean, if you accommodate, you're duped, and if you leave, you're a wimp. That's their source of courage. That's why they feel so brave, while basically being chumps to a movement that freed them up to do this. If you understand the circularity, the shell game they're playing, so no matter what move you make, you can't win. That's a step toward figuring out what to do about it. My argument is don't debate them. They're just baiting or masturbating to you taking the bait. Call them on that instead. So you don't want to debate them, you don't want to explain to them, and you don't want to leave. That raises a really important question. I think the most important question humanity faces, which is what else do you do? How do you engage with these people who there's no talking to, because they're really not talking? They're animal braying, they're territorial pissing. They're just in it to feel victorious no matter what. What do you do with such people? I have a study group that meets every other Sunday. It's just people from around the country who feel like they're dealing with such people. And we try to come up with better strategies for addressing it. But what I'm suggesting here, you cannot begin to address it until you understand the shell game that they're playing. And it's as simple as that. If you assert, shame on you. If you accommodate and try to explain things or discuss things with them, then they tricked you. You're a dupe. They conned you. And if you leave, you're a wimp. If you understand that circularity, you'll have a better chance of being able to deal strategically with it and not get all tangled up in their can't fail formula.